Okay, but this is like really gross. So you should totally watch how to do it. Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a Halloween makeup tutorial that's not anything that's ever been on my channel before, and I'm actually really excited to do it. Actually during homecoming week, since it was near October this year, we had a costume day, and I did some Joker makeup, and I did a Chelsea smile, and it was really gory, and it grossed out a ton of my teachers, and they loved it. And people have been asking me how to do zombie makeup, or one of my cousins is doing a mask that looks like it's made out of skin that you're taking off, and it's supposed to be really gory underneath, and it just looks really cool. So I think I'm going to teach you how to do a simple zombie wound so that you'll know how. And for that, there's not a lot of things to use. I've got a mirror taped up here, so I'm going to be looking up a lot, but that's why. You will need this Spirit Gum adhesive I got from a Halloween store a couple years ago to glue a golf ball onto my brother's forehead because he was going to be a zombie, and we didn't use a lot of it. There's quite a bit gone now, but that's because I've been using it. And if you get adhesive like that, make sure that you buy remover, because sometimes when I leave it on all day, I can take it off on my own without using the remover, but I wouldn't recommend it, especially if you're only wearing it to go trick-or-treating or to go to a party and then come home. It will really hurt to have to peel that off your face. And then you will need concealer or foundation to match your skin. I've got some blue and green eyeshadow. I'm only going to be using the darker blues because I need some bruising around my wound. My hair looks weird like this. Lip gloss I actually use for fake blood, and this is a red lip tint that I use to color it. So, and then you'll need tissues, and the number that you need will depend on how big your wound is going to be. I used 2 or 3 when I did my Chelsea smile, and it wasn't raised up a lot, and it wasn't very big. So you would not need a lot there. But if you were going to do like your entire cheek was gone, you would need quite a bit, and it would take a really, really long time. I've also got water here. Sorry, I'm really dehydrated today. The first thing you want to do is wash your face, obviously, because if your face is really greasy or really dirty, the adhesive isn't going to stick. And mine's washed, you just can't tell, but I washed my cheeks because I'm going to be putting the wound on this side of my face, I believe, and I think I have a hair tie. I'm going to tie up my hair before I do this so it doesn't get an adhesive, because that really hurts too. And yeah, give me a second. This isn't going well. Okay, this is going to look really bad, but I'm going to have my hair tied up. So get that up. And if you need to go get some of this stuff, now's a good time if you're going to follow along here with whatever you've got at home. Okay, my hair's up. Very badly and very loosely, but it's up. So, one of the first things you want to do is, after washing your face, of course, you're going to tear this up, and you're going to take off the edges. You don't want smooth edges, because they don't blend into your skin right, and it just doesn't work. If you're using a really big gash, you might be able to use the smooth edges, but I usually am not able to. So once you've got hard, very rough, torn apart edges, those blend well. You're going to tear them into small or large pieces, or both. You don't want them to be very large. These are only about, they're not even the size of a dime. They're just very, very small, rough-edged, because that's what I'm going to need. I probably won't even need this whole tissue, but I'm going to tear up quite a bit of it, and you can save the extra, or you can use it on someone else, or yeah. So now that I've got some teared up tissue, I am going to put the gum on my face wherever I want it. I'm going to do a wound about here to around, I'm going to mark it a little bit. I'm going to do one about here, I think, about that size. I think that's a good size for you guys to be able to see it. Do not ever put spirit gum above your cheekbones. If you put it, well, I mean, on your forehead is fine, but don't put them around your eyes because it will really, really hurt and it could irritate your eyes really bad to the point that you'll either want to tear it off right there or it'll irritate them and you could be allergic to it. You might want to test it on like your arm if you think you might be allergic to it. And so that's my disclaimer for this. Do not put it above your cheekbones. You can put it on your cheekbones. Don't put it around your eyes or on your eyebrows. Not sure why you put it on your eyebrows, but that was on the package not to do that. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open my spirit gum here. Ooh, this isn't going well already. Hold up. This isn't working. The cap came off, but the brush didn't. Oh, there we go. I fixed it. It does that to me sometimes. So I'm going to try and stick it back together here. And it didn't work, so I'm just going to use the brush like this. Okay. And I'm going to brush it along the outline that I have. Okay. Once you've done that, you're going to take some of your tissue and you're going to stick it to it. These pieces are a little big. This one has a hard edge. There we go. This wound actually isn't going to look that big once it's done, but it will be a wound, and that's what I'm going for. So once you do that, you might want to fan it up a little bit, get it to dry off. Sometimes I blow dry it, but I don't have my blow dryer right now. It's somewhere else. So fan that. And you can see it's coming up here. There's like more than one piece there, I think. So I am going to brush over it and get the ends to stick down. Because if they're coming up, they're really hard to conceal later on. And then you either have to rip it off. And I like the texture I'm getting from it, so I don't want to have to rip it. Okay. So that's what it looks like for now. You can still see some of the outline. It doesn't have to follow an exact outline, and it probably will almost never turn out the exact shape you want it to be. And it doesn't have to be. It shouldn't have nice straight lines. It's a wound. When you get a cut, it's almost never a straight line unless it's a cruddy paper cut. And no one likes those. And you can fake a paper cut with a red eyeliner. So that's not as much fun as this. This is a frickin' zombie taking a munch out of your face. So that's what it looks like now. I'm still kind of fanning it with my Yucca fan. It almost never dries completely, and it will be squishy. I would not touch it because the makeup will come off on you, and it'll probably gross you out, and you'll probably cuss at me in your brain. So once that's dry-ish, we're going to paint some more over some spots I want to build up. Obviously not that super white spot right here. That's not only still drying, it is also built up higher than the rest. So I'm going to take some more. I'm going to start tearing these a little smaller, so they're not, see, this is too long. You can just rip it a little bit and stick it back on where you want it. Like a young god. Okay. So this will be my zombie bite. So I'm going to put a little more here. It should not be in. Actually, that could be good. I'm going to put a little more there. And you can do this, you can do 4 layers. I usually do as little as possible because I don't manage my time very well. So I don't usually have a lot of time to do this. I usually have about a half hour tops, and it does take a while to dry. The Spirit Gum I bought from the Spirit Halloween store, I believe. That's a chain around America. I think I bought this stuff in Albuquerque, but I've seen it up here in Nebraska as well. For the record, Albuquerque's in New Mexico. So there's that. I think that's all the Spirit Gum I'm going to use for now. I'm trying to keep this video down to a minimum. So we're going to dry it a little bit. It's coming up a little. Pat it back down and dry it. Okay, so it has no joke taking this thing like another 20 minutes to dry, and it's still a little sticky, but that's okay. I can still work with it. I would wait till yours is dry if you have time. If not, try to dry it off, blast it with a hairdryer. It will totally solidify it faster. I also grabbed something that I didn't have in the beginning, and I forgot I needed it. It's just loose powder. It's my mom's because I don't wear it. But you will want that. It makes it way easier to blend this into your face. You'll want it, trust me. So the first thing we're going to do is like I said, we're going to blend this into our face. I'm going to start with my concealer. Everything I wear is classic ivory because I never leave my apartment. I am always indoors. So I'm going to basically smear this all over my face. Well, not all over. I'm going to smear it all over the wound, I guess. And just completely cover my face with this stuff. Because I can. No one's here to stop me. And so, yeah, I'll turn this up a little bit, I guess. It's so down. I've been trying to play Halloweenish music in the background. This is not the band I thought it was. It's okay. It's still good. Anyway, as you can see, it made my concealer a tone lighter than my skin because it's covering white and not my actual skin tone. But it is blending into my skin tone. It might actually be a little light for my skin tone today. I guess I have been outside lately. Or my skin is developing a darker pigmentation for some reason. I don't know, but while that's still wet, I'm going to take this concealer, and I'm not going to use my mom's brush because last time I did, I got some powder on it, and I got some Spirit Gum on it, she wasn't very happy. So we're going to take it, and we're going to, I don't have a brush bigger than this with me, so we're going to put this over top of it. It kind of darkens it. Not a lot. If it doesn't perfectly match, like you don't have a powder or concealer that perfectly matches your skin tone, I have a friend who's too light for ivory, which sounds weird, but it's true. Like, this does not blend very well into my skin. It might actually be too light, which is kind of weird because I've always been super pale. But I'm kind of glad that I'm darker now. And I'm going to put a little more concealer up here. It's okay, you're going to cover it all in lip gloss and fake blood anyway, so I wouldn't completely worry about it, but do blend it out. This is where I probably drive any other makeup guru who does this on YouTube professionally go crazy. I do not have many brushes, especially not with me. I didn't bring them. So, okay, it now just looks like a big patch of discolored skin on my face, which is perfect. It's exactly what we were going for here. I'm going to put a little more loose powder on it. Ooh, once I get the tissue, I just put it out of it. It's stuck to it. Just to set it, and so my face doesn't look greasy. Zombies' faces are not very greasy, although it should be because they never wash their face. I'm a funny person. Did you know that? I think I'm funny. Anyway, so now we're going to color it. I'm going to put bruises around the outside of it first. So I'm going to open up my luxurious eyeshadow palette that's got this nice beautiful, sorry, Ghostbusters just came on. Anyway, it's got this nice, beautiful blue in it. Too dark to be bruises, of course, but it just is an undertone, so it doesn't have to look exact. I just kicked my wall. So I'm going to put it around the outside. Like I said, it doesn't have to look very nice right away. It's okay. This almost looks terrible when I first do it. And then dab, you're just going to barely not get a lot on the brush, and you're going to dab it so that it's not super colored around the rest of it. It kind of fades. And I'm going to get a Q-tip again, or I'm going to use my finger, and I'm going to blend this out. I'm going to attempt to blend this out. It's not going well. It's going okay. And I'm going to put a little bit of green on it. Well, okay, hold up. I'm going to put a little more concealer on it to conceal the hard edges I just put on my face. This is not an exact science, guys. This is not my exact process every time. It's just kind of as it goes. If I had managed to put the blue on lighter, I probably wouldn't be blending it like this right now. But I messed it up. So blend that out a little bit. Put a little bit of green up in there. It's also lightening it so it blends into my skin a little better. Okay. I'm gonna blend this out, hold up. Okay, so that's like a ton of concealer, and it actually still looks really green and blue around the edges, but it's faded out, there's no hard lines, and that's exactly what I want here. And that is perfect. It's okay. I'm going to color it in now. So I'm going to take my nice lip tint. This is a Tarte Lively Lip Surgeon's Natural Matte Lip Tint. I got it from a friend once for a birthday. I'm going to fill in the middle because I want it to be really dark red, because that's where the main wound is, you know. And color outside of it a little as well. It just kind of looks a little gory now even, and I don't know, you could leave it like that if you felt the need. I'm going to color the tissue around it. That's really squishy still as well. That's my partially bloodied wound. Now I'm going to take my lip gloss. This is my favorite part. This is the part that grosses everyone out. I have to actually redo it every now and then because it doesn't stay on that long. And I like actually using this lip gloss as lip gloss sometimes. So I'm going to put it on a Q-tip. I'm going to color basically all over it. All over my wound. Just completely slather in this stuff. Hold on. Okay, so now that I've got this all bloodied up, as you can see, I can take it and I can add more. I can drag it down my chin a little bit so that it looks like the blood is still kind of running down, or that it's drying on me. It doesn't. Okay, I'm just going to use the applicator on here. Alright. Tons of lip gloss. I'm surprised this tube has lasted for as long as I've had it. It's really bloody, and you can still see the green and the blue. That's my bad. If you don't do it as dark, you'll be okay. Otherwise, I think something might have bit me before. I don't know. It looks good. If I had had more time to do this and didn't want to make this video as short, I would totally take longer and explain it more. But that is what I used, and it's stuff that most people have at home if they do their makeup a lot. And it's not hard to buy, it doesn't cost a lot, and you don't have to spend a lot on really expensive stuff. So that is it. I'll let you look at that. You can still see the green and the blue, but it looks infected. So if you're going to be a zombie, it works really well. Another thing that I'm not going to show you, but you could do, is mix some glue and oats and put that on your face and let it dry, and it looks like there's maggots in your skin, and then you'd blend it into your skin or put some green over it so it looks really infected and really gross. That's another good idea. So go ahead and give this a thumbs up down below if you liked it, and let me know what you think of it, and comment your opinions. I'm sorry it doesn't look that good this time. That's as much as I can do in the half hour this video is taking up, 25 minutes or half hour. But I still think it looks okay. I probably would gross out someone if I went out like this, and my neighbor might scream if she saw it. So it's still a scary thing. It's just in time for Halloween. I will have a Halloween cover out on Saturday, hopefully. And don't forget to tweet me your pictures of this. My @ is BandDisordered, spelled the same way as my channel, but it's all one word, and there are no uppercase letters. You can find me on Twitter. My name is Jessie Panda, and follow me and tweet me whatever you do with this, if you do anything with it, and let me know. Don't forget to check out my Facebook page. It is BandDisordered, spelled the same way as my channel. So check those things out. Give me a thumbs up. Maybe subscribe to my channel. Check out all the covers I post out every weekend. And I will see you guys in my next video. Okay, wait, don't shut off the video yet. I just realized I should probably show you how to take this off. So if you're done watching this now, you can come back to it later and figure out how to take this stuff off. But if you need to know and you're watching this now, I'm going to tell you because I don't want to make a separate video for this. It's not going to take long. First thing I'm going to do is take a tissue, and I'm going to wipe all of this. I told you it would kind of hurt if you had to peel off that spirit gum on your own, but if it's covered with a bunch of stuff, it's going to hurt anyway. Because it will just waste your precious gum remover. So wipe all that off. I'm starting to look more human already. I said I am starting to look more human already. So I'm going to take this lid off my spirit gum remover, and I actually don't have a lot left. Maybe I can find a substitute for it online. Like I said, I don't have a lot of it. But you just take it, start wiping at your gum. As you can see, that's getting it to come off there. It's working pretty well. I've got clumps of this stuff all over the place now. There's makeup everywhere. It's a disaster. Oh yeah. Okay, that was bad, I'm sorry. So, that's got most of it off. And if there's little scraps, you can put more on a new cotton ball and try to get it off. This stuff makes my face break out, so I've got to try really hard to get it off, and then I've got to go wash my face right after, so that's what I'm going to go do. But it's off. If you were spending the night at a friend's place, shove the gum remover in your purse or your pocket or in your candy bag and take it with you and remove it before you go to sleep. Otherwise, it will hurt and it'll be all over the place if you sleep with it on, and you probably don't want that. So, yeah, I got it off. There's still a couple. It feels really greasy and gross, so I would definitely recommend washing your face after this. Obviously, I can't tell you to wash your face, but I would recommend it. So yeah, that's my tutorial. That is it. I hope you got this stuff off alright. I hope it looked good. Don't forget to tweet it to me. Have a safe and fun Halloween and eat tons of candy and watch scary movies if you're into that kind of thing. If not, watch whatever you're into. And I hope you have a great Halloween. And I'll see you guys in my next video. I'm done now.